Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about what the best baitcaster for the money is, especially for beginners, and why I've chosen the Kastking Assassin. So the best baitcaster for the money, in my opinion, happens to be the Kastking Assassin. The reason is it's got a great price point at $59.98. It's super lightweight. It's got 16.5 pounds of drag system, which means you don't just have to fish for one species. You can fish for multiple species. Makes it versatile. But my favorite thing about it is that it's got a dual cast control system. The reason why this is so important is because when you're first getting into bait casting, the last thing that you want to do is backlash. And I want to make one thing clear. At one point or another, you will backlash. Let me say that again. At one point or another, you will backlash. When you're getting into bait casters, it's just something that's going to happen. But if you notice that a lot of bait casters, they have a magnetic braking system on the outside, just as this one does. What makes this one a little different is it's got a dual cast control. And what that means is there's actually a centrifugal braking system on the inside. And this helps at the beginning of the cast. So when you cast it out, you've got a centrifugal braking system. And then when it gets towards the end of the cast, right before it hits the water, you've got the magnetic braking system. This right here helps control all the way through the cast. So I would rather be casting and fishing than trying to get a bird's nest out or a backlash. It does have 11 plus 1 ball bearings, 0 reverse, so no reverse. It's got a crisp button to it. It's very assertive. I mean, it's there. You know whenever you're clicking it in. So it's got a star drag system on it that's audible. And this may be a big deal for some people. It wasn't for me. It's got a carbon fiber handle. These EVA foam grips feel really nice. And again, I've had this thing for 5 months and consistently fished with it. It comes in a left hand and a right hand retrieve, and it's got a 6:3-to-1 gear ratio. I typically throw my Texas rigs on this, something that I want to be in the water a lot longer. Crankbaits, chatterbaits. Really, I fish multiple baits with this thing, multiple lures. Now, the other thing about a good reel is the warranty and the company. I will say I did have an issue with this reel. I've had it for 5 months. Within my first 30 days, I had an issue. I would cast it out, and the centrifugal brake would jump from 2 all the way to 6. I called Kastking up. They sent me out a new spool, and since then, I've been casting with it with no problems. If I had to say that there was a con about this whole thing, if I had to give this thing something bad, if I had to rate it something bad, I would just say it's a little noisy. But if noise is a big deal to you, then I wouldn't suggest you getting this reel. Kastking stands behind their warranty, and I want to just let you know that I am not being promoted by them in any way whatsoever. I'm not being paid by them. This is just something that I wanted to put out there for the newcomers, because I see a lot of people get upset about bait casting. They start backlashing and they right away want to give up. And I don't want that to happen. I just want you to know that if you want to start out, don't go spend hundreds of dollars just to start fishing a bait caster. Start off with something inexpensive that's got the capability of $120 to $150 reels. If you've liked what you've heard today, if I've given you any information and you found this video helpful, go and hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. And remember, when the bite's tough, keep casting.